Hello. So we're going to play something a bit different today. Well, as a horror game, but this is Concluse. I'm just going to stay quiet for this bit though. Because this is really weird. Yeah, so this is Concluse. This is like a weird indie horror game on Steam. I actually really like it, surprisingly so. Yeah, we're just going to jump into it. There's pretty much no combat. Oh, okay. I'll shut up again.
Wife, Carolyn, disappeared without a trace. I followed every lead, but they all led to dead ends. After searching for years and coming up empty-handed, I gave up and thought I had moved on. Unfortunately, that couldn't have been further from the truth. Caroline, could you really be here, living in a place like this?
Yeah, so you can feel the Silent Hill influence there. So he drives in only to then get on a train apparently, which is how I always look for somebody in a town I've never been to before. So yeah, I actually really like that. Oh, okay. Yeah. There's my waifu. So yeah, I actually really like this. It's really weird. I played it initially and played like 10 minutes of it and I can't really get into it. But then I gave it another try and just sort of sucked me in. It's really weird. Has a lot of Silent Hill influence in it and I guess a few other things. It's a very simple game though, like it has weird puzzles like Silent Hill 2-esque, and more I guess esque weirdness. So the puzzles, but they're so simple. Okay. I don't know what we're doing here, I can't remember. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember. We need like a crowbar or some shit. Remember this lady. And yeah, it's sort of like supposed to be a forgotten PS1 game. Wow, that's jazzy for a crowbar, isn't it? Yeah. It's basically like a forgotten PS1 game. It's probably a bit too ugly for, well, I don't know, there were some ugly PS1 games, weren't there? Shouldn't really say that. It wouldn't have been one of the popular PS1 games, but it could have been a low-end PS1 game, I guess. It's a bit too ugly to be like, or to be compared to Silent Hill directly, isn't it? I'd say. I guess you could kind of say it looks a bit like, was it LSD Dream Simulator? That was weird. I think somebody's trying to remake that as well. That would be cool. But yeah, basically it's like a forgotten PS1 game sort of experience. As an indie horror game on Steam. Yeah, it's a store it just came out of, isn't it? God damn it. Oh, so this should be a save spot, yeah. Just save over days. One thing I don't like about it is it's really hard to tell if you've saved. Like there we could tell because I overwrote my previous save, but like if I save now, which is what I've just done. I have no way of telling that I've just saved. And also the save spots are really weirdly positioned. Some are super close together, like in this area through here. These are chains, by the way. There's like 2 or 3 really close together. Then there's another section of the game where I went for like 20-30 minutes of the game. Maybe because I was shit at the puzzles. But I went for like 20-30 minutes of the game and there wasn't a single save spot. And I couldn't go back to access other save spots, so yeah, a bit weird. But then it is just a free indie game, so you can't really complain too much. Can't expect too much polish. Oh, okay. Wrong place to go. But yeah, in terms of like the puzzles and the general atmosphere, it does feel a lot like... That's okay. It does feel a lot like Silent Hill 1 and 2 in different ways. Oh, okay. And these like FMV, would it still be FMV? These cinematic intermissions are really interesting and really weird. Like, what the fuck is that? And it looks like it's being played on a VHS as well, that's the weird thing. That's some kind of monster, I just don't know what it does. So we'll investigate this as well, just to see what we're up against. Obviously we need to get through there to progress. And what we're going to do, after looking at the poster, yeah, that's a bit weird. What we're going to do is go through here. There's like an employee room. Oh yeah, I can check bins as well. Very Bioshock, Deus Ex like. There we go. So aside from the weird cutscenes and the puzzles, and the Silent Hill puzzles, is there anything in there? Yeah. We also, part of the story, I've checked all the lockers in there. Part of the story is that you find quarters and there's phones everywhere, like payphones, ye olde payphones. Nice. That should get us out of here. And you can choose who to phone. Like you can phone your house. I think you can phone your mom, or what's the last one? Carolyn, I guess. This is super blurry, but I'm gonna read it anyway. So I don't remember the woman with long black hair. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Unless that's a reference to a monster or something. Bit weird. Oh, one of the few things I don't like is... Oh yeah, I can call Carolyn. One of the few things I don't like is that the puzzle items and the books or the notes you find are all in really low res. And you can't use them to show the text of what you're reading, sort of thing. That's annoying. Whereas like in Silent Hill, you could see the picture, and then when you used it, it would show you the text of what you were reading. So I went for home before, and he calls up a guy who's at his house looking after his dog, and it gets really weird. I think we'll try Carolyn. Yeah, probably not surprising that his dead wife doesn't call back or pick up the phone. Worth a try, though. Worth a try. Okay. Good for you, trash can. God, that's weird. So, as you get further into the game, things get weirder. Some, like the conversations you have with the guy who's at your house at this point are just really mundane. So I'm presuming the further we get in, the weirder it's going to get, and probably going to speak to Caroline, and it's going to be weird. I'm just guessing. Okay, so this is something that was never explained. I remember this. We found a lit cigarette, so maybe that's something to do with Caroline. Maybe. There was a few different things, and I never got a conclusion to. Like there was a weird subway monster as well, which we can probably see in a minute, actually. Yeah. There we go. See, it saves, but it's not obvious it's saved unless you overwrite a save game where you were somewhere else, which isn't great. Okay. Okay, that's cool. So got an extra quarter. A lot of keys just lying around here. Dear God. So the radio interference is key as well. We'll come back here later. Okay. So this is something I actually stumbled upon. We don't need to go down here, but there's like just weird crap down here. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, what is up with my vision right now? And what the hell is this? Like, I don't even know. I mean, I think it must be like key to the story. Yeah, I don't have anything for it because it's got all that TV interference on it, but I don't know what for. Like what? Doing something, presumably. So you actually find herbs later on and you can use them on it, but I don't know what they do. Yeah, let's carry on. God, that is weird. Where are we? Oh, okay, there we are. I do really love these FMVs though. They're really weird, they make no sense, and I don't know what's going on, but they're so cool. Okay, what? Like, what does that mean? Like, what is this? Like, but like, look at the backdrop. Look how weird everything looks. And the TV noise. So, hospital's this way. Keycard we just got is going to help us get in there. And these little bits of text that seem to pop up and interrupt us. Okay. So I think that's a chair rather than a bin, so death at 2:30. Okay. The transitions are a bit weird. You just jump in. Like, here we're inside the room, and this is outside the room. Look how quick that was. Okay. Damn, that's a gnarly key, isn't it? I think we go through here now. Yep. Is that a bin? No. Oh god, what the hell? And this thing, like this thing kind of keeps following us, but it doesn't do anything. I'm like, what is this as well? Like, because I don't think that's actually a loading screen. There was nothing to load. We were already in this area, and nothing changes. So, like, what? Like, that wall that appeared isn't really there. Sort of reminds me a little of Videodrome. Was it Cronenberg film? Just in terms of weirdness and the fact it's all related to like TVs and monitors and stuff, but like mixed with Silent Hill, at least the story. Carolyn again. Okay. So I'm getting a sense that I picked the worst person to call for LP.